Hi, welcome to Conservatively Speaking on AM 830 WCRN and AM 730 WACE. I'm Joe Mangiacotti. Follow us on the World Wide Web at conservativelyspeaking.net and on the social media platforms at Your Right Talk. All right, great show starting in a few minutes, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. every Saturday morning on these stations. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, has the left jumped the shark? Remember that old term, right? Happy Days, Fonzie, we jumped the shark, kind of the end of it. Have they gone just too far? I don't think so, actually. I think they're still going crazy. They're not reeling it back in. And we see some civil wars brewing within the Democratic Party, right? I mean, you've got the moderate Democrats who, by the new generation of progressive, I mean, ultra progressive left, forget the moderate, even those that we considered left, right? Even the Bernie Sanders are starting to look middle of the road to these people. Then we have some infighting going on. We've got the Speaker of the House, right? Third most powerful person in D.C., right? Third in line to the presidency, having a problem with the freshman senator. Nancy Pelosi, out of all people in D.C., was called racist. And the President of the United States, who unjustly has been called racist, white supremacist, and bigot, and every other name you can think of, is defending the Speaker of the House and saying, I worked with Nancy Pelosi, I know Nancy Pelosi, and she's not a racist, putting her in the position, odd position if that, of defending Donald Trump for defending her. But she hasn't done that yet, actually. So, we'll see how that plays out. But this is also the woman whose daughter said she can cut your head off before you even realize that you're bleeding. So how is she going to handle this young whippersnapper out there? I don't know, right? We're hearing then AOC's going down the border. This whole thing about the toilets, and it's just ridiculous. Every time she opens her mouth, you have to question her education. You got to question her intelligence, what she's talking about, the whole thing in the toilet. Do you really believe that ICE agents and Border Patrol agents are telling detainees that you need to drink out of the toilet? It's propaganda. I don't believe it in a minute. In toilets in detention centers, which in essence are basically holding cells, therefore prison cells, they're designed not to have water in them, and the sink is next. I'm not going to get into the minutia of it. It's just ridiculous. And she's talking about how afraid they are. You know who else is afraid? Average, everyday, normal citizens in places like Portland, where they are afraid to walk the streets because of masked thugs with weapons, and they're calling themselves Antifa. When you show up for a rally, peaceful rally, bundled up, mask covering your face, hat on, weapons, that is not a peaceful rally that you have in mind. So tomorrow, Sunday, we're supposed to start this immigration deportation, right? This is going after the illegal immigrants who have had some kind of crime on their record, or they have been found illegal entry, you need to leave, there's no reason for you to be here, there's no amnesty, etc., you need to go. That's supposed to start tomorrow. Although, we have the fact that they kind of started the silent raids, right, have started in L.A. on Tuesday. And my question to you is, did you really think that the president was going to give the real start time of raids of illegal immigrants all over the country? Not this president. Donald Trump wouldn't be doing that at all. Okay, some of the cities that they were naming here: Atlanta, Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Houston, L.A., Miami, New Orleans, New York, and San Francisco. All right, and sources say that some of these cities may change. All right. Criticism for Pelosi: families are going to be ripped apart. Families need to be together. You know who's ripped apart every day? Every day, average American criminals who are arrested for breaking the law are separated from their families every single day. Sometimes 6 to 18 months, sometimes 10 to 20 years. It's called breaking the law and then doing the time. All of these people, you must remember, They are, in fact, criminals in the essence. They broke the law, therefore they're criminals. And to be detained is not separating from their families. All these people, we're not talking about people who are fleeing persecution and imminent death if they stay where they are. We're talking about people that Miranda'd through another country, i.e. Mexico, for 6 or 7 weeks, being bussed, being fed, having clothing, and not running, not in any threat of their life, getting to the American border and being coached. Oh, we find out, being coached by congressional members of Congress sending their staff into Mexico to coach them on what to say when they get here. So, you know who's getting separated? Criminals are getting separated from their families every day. Anyway, this is a lot to talk about. So that's it for now. But what we'll do is tune in AM 830 or AM 730, as well as the TuneIn app. Just punch in WCRN and take us anywhere. We're live streaming. Also coming up, Music Minute at 6:30 with Tina Marie Billing from Outward Joe, and at 7:30, Handling Change. And this is the week that we hear from Paul Cantiani. Paul's going to talk about the tough road ahead when you do condo conversion, especially in these multi-homes that weren't originally condos, the insurance for them without master deeds and so forth. A lot of good information there, so stay tuned, of course, for Handling Change at 7:30. Meanwhile, follow us on online at conservativelyspeaking.net and social media platforms at Talking Pride. I'm Joe Mangiacotti, and I'll see you on the radio.